Hey friends, Justin here. Join me for a review of Pam and Tommy, episodes 6 and 7. So I skipped last week. I was a little bit busy. Watched the episode last week, but just got too wrapped up to record a video. But I think it's fitting. I think both of the episodes fit together. They contrast in such interesting ways. So last week, Pamela in Wonderland was an episode about her origins, how she started in the modeling industry, how she has always been taken advantage of by men, how she has always naively, maneuvered in the entertainment industry. It shows her leaving Ladysmith, the city in Canada where she's from, being discovered, being brought to the United States, to Los Angeles for the first time. And now even her mother was really on board or a part of her indoctrination into the adult film industry. I thought that was really, really interesting. And it went a long way to make her comfortable with the type of work and the type of industry that she was in. They showed Hugh Hefner character that gave her some sound advice, sound business advice, and so she trusted him. Um, who's to know, whether the advice was good emotional advice, but she trusted what he had to say and, started looking up to him as a father figure. Once you start to love someone in that way and love their business and love what they do, you can kind of get lost in the sauce, and I think that's what unfortunately happened with Pamela Anderson. So last week, we really saw both the highs and the lows, of fame. Her being discovered in Canada, getting to the Playboy Mansion and having this Alice in Wonderland experience, all the way to being totally degraded on the witness stand by I believe it was the Penthouse lawyers. How they just aired out all of her life and her work and kind of degraded her and made her regret and see everything that she had done as sullied and dirty. And so it was really a sad episode. My girlfriend and I that are watching it, talked about just how depressing it was to see a woman tortured and treated that way. And then we move on to this week's episode 7, Destroyer of Worlds. And I thought it was really interesting that last week, Pamela Anderson played really a naive and innocent victim. And in this week's episode, she took charge. She took charge of her image. She took charge of the situation with the sex tape, talking to the lawyers, dealing with Tommy. She was tired of being in the back seat and being taken along for the ride. Everything that had happened in her life so far, she was guided by the thoughts and the wisdom of men. And this week, she says no more. A lot of things she wanted to do on her own. And we were ramping up and getting ready for, the release of Barbed Wire. Her, I think it was last week or the week before, I think it was actually 2 episodes ago, Uncle Jim and Aunt Susie in Duluth, when Pamela Anderson's character was being slandered on the Tonight Show, on the Jay Leno show. And most of us, we would run and hide from a situation like that. But it was interesting in this episode how she showed true courage in stepping out on that stage, hugging him, smiling, and being frank and honest about how the situation was absolutely devastating to them and their family. She basically, confronted Jay Leno in the nicest and the kindest way possible to make him look sleazy and to make her look good. Tommy's solutions to Jay Leno's disrespect is let's fight him, which is going to cause lawsuits, which is going to cause more vitriol. And, Pamela is smart and she knows how to navigate the world. She's just being underestimated constantly by the men around her. So I thought that was really interesting that when she takes charge, she does damage control and helps her image. Unfortunately, Barbed Wire turned out not to be strong enough a film. Had the film been stronger or maybe even more quirky, she it could have had a revival of her career and sent her in a new direction. But unfortunately, as we saw in the film, folks are starting not to take it seriously. So she's already feeling the repercussion of Barbed Wire, which is sad. That was her shot. That was the vehicle that she was going to use. And I think after this, she retreated a lot, into herself and not believing in herself. But Rand is caught. His business partners are sick of it. Milton is gone overseas. He's gallivanting with these women. And, Rand finally has to face the music. And he's got to come up with $27,000. And he comes clean to Tommy Lee, who instead of running to the police, running to the press, he burns the money in front of Rand and says, good luck with this. You came to destroy not only my life, but my wife Pamela's life. And, good luck, because if you think your karma, look and see what's going to happen to you. So he hasn't taken any, drastic action towards Rand, which is interesting. Rand is in a world of crap. He's running around Los Angeles trying to make pennies, trying to make up, to Perino, the boss that's after him for money. And so it's really interesting, how karma is it doesn't pick and choose. It lands on whoever it lands on. But this is a really fascinating series. These were two really fascinating episodes to me to really show the highs and the lows of fame, where the heights that it can take you, where it can set you up for enormous success, and how in the same hand it can destroy your confidence and take you to your knees. Pamela is courageous, she's kind, she's smart, she's strong, and throughout the adversity that she deals with, she proves time and time again just how savvy and great a person that she really is. So I'm loving this show. I love the show for the honesty, for the brutal honesty in some places, and it's interesting to go along on this ride with Pam. What did you guys think? Have you watched episodes 6 and 7? I've got to check and see if there are any more episodes this season. But it's really interesting, and I can't wait to see how the season resolves itself. And, what the silver lining is for Pam. Because at this point, we really care about the character, and we want her to succeed and find happiness in this life. So until next week, guys, give this video a like, if you will, a comment, and please consider subscribing to my channel, Justin Talks Film, for more movie and TV related content. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.